So in this hobby, we spend way too much time and effort evaluating things based on what they can do and not enough time on what they look like. And if the real world has taught me anything, it's that things are judged based on looks. And I think we need to start doing that more in this hobby. This is really pretty. Hey, awesome friends. I am Awesome Danny and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about this little guy right here. This is the Celest Wyvern Abyss, or Wyvern. Wyvern? So first of all, I just want to thank HiFiGo for sending this out to me for review. They didn't ask that I say anything in particular, just give it an honest review. And that's what we're here to do. So this guy is a single dynamic driver set that will run you $30, $29.99. And what do you get for your $30? Well, you get bare minimum unboxing experience, like this. I pulled this and that's everything. I thought I was going to get the IEMs right there, but that's it. Bare minimum unboxing. You slide this off. Everything's in this little bag. And by everything, I mean not much. As far as quantity goes, there is not many accessories here. You get the IEMs themselves. You get a full set of silicone ear tips, so small, medium, and large. And you get a cable. That's it. Basically the same accessories you got with another set that I reviewed recently that I wasn't really happy with. I'm not going to mention any names, but some of you guys might know which set that is. Basically, IEMs, one cable, one set of ear tips, $30. Some of you guys that watch this channel know that I am very big on the overall experience and product because I don't shop for sound. You should never pay for sound. I mean, you can just EQ that stuff, right? You can take another set that is close to your preference and then slightly tune it with EQ. Boom, there you go. So there should be no reason to shop for only sound. But this being a budget set, it's understandable. The cable is actually not that bad. It's decent. It feels pretty light and it's almost hollow, I guess. Like if you take the cable and you like squeeze it, it's almost like there's space between the cable cover and the wire inside. So it's really weird. I haven't felt that on a cable. It was the first time, but overall the cable's fine. It's soft. It's easy to use. Doesn't kink very easy. It's all right. It's one of the better budget cables. Not as good as the Truthear Hola cable, which is probably the best budget stock cable there is, or was, I guess. F in chat for Truthear Hola. RIP. Man, was it even a year? They discontinued it already and it hasn't even, it feels like it hasn't been a year, but whatever. The ear tips with the Abyss are pretty cheap feeling. They're pretty low density and thin, but they do the job. They're okay. I quickly went on to my own preferred ear tips, not just because of the feel, but also because of the shape of the ear tips. I needed something that would extend the nozzle a little bit with this set. And that brings me to the shell itself. Well, first of all, it's gorgeous. It's one of the best IEMs that I've ever seen in person. It's beautiful. The shell's just, it's like it had no business going that hard. Like Celeste had zero obligation to do this. They just, for some reason, decided to drop this gorgeous faceplate on this random budget set. It almost gave me the impression that they were going to aim for a higher price bracket and maybe add more accessories. But then they just decided to, you know, let's just cut it back down. We'll do bare minimum accessories and hit a lower price point, which if that was the case, in my opinion, they did a really good job. I think this is a great set for $30, but I'm getting ahead of myself here. So going back to the shell, it's pretty comfortable, pretty ergonomic. The nozzle is just a little bit too stubby for me. So that's why I mentioned I had to swap ear tips. So I had to go with, I ended up with Dunu SNS ear tips because I like those ear tips like a lot, and they help extend nozzles, and they also help treble some way. Due to the deeper insertion, they help extend treble a little bit, which I felt like this set needed some help there. It wasn't a huge difference, but it was better. So before we get into the sound impressions of the Abyss, I do want to mention gaming, because I actually used them quite a bit in gaming. So overall, they're way better for more immersive type content. They just lacked, you know, the technicalities, the crispiness, the incisiveness for more competitive play. But I did use them in, you know, Fallout 76, Fallout 3, Outworld, just walking around kind of things, open world stuff. They felt good, and overall they were a low fatigue listen as well. So comfortable and very easy on my ears. Great for long sessions. And now for the sound impressions. So first, let's start with some graph sniffing. Let me go ahead and, well, wait, not this side, this side. Boom, graph. So go ahead and take a nice good whiff. Take it in, take it all in. So this set, just based on graph sniffing alone, reminded me of a couple other sets, but it got me thinking, was this close enough to be the Hola 2 that some people have been waiting for? Because it seems like the Truthear gate is not that. The people that liked the warmth and the lower end of the Truthear Hola seem like they're getting mixed results with the Truthear gate. Again, I'm going just based off of what I've seen online. I haven't tried the gate yet. I don't think I'm going to get it unless somebody, you know, sends it to me. But as of right now, we're not getting the gate. Maybe I could buy it, I guess, but I'm not really interested. But this set, sound presentation overall is pretty warm. I would consider this warm and dark, done in a way where even somebody like me could appreciate it, and maybe somebody who prefers that type of tuning would really like. So again, warm and dark, very smooth. But starting off with the bass. So bass is very visceral. It is somewhat uncontrolled and kind of boomy, but it was very easy to enjoy. I really liked the bass on this set. It does rumble very nicely for, you know, this price point and being a single dynamic driver. It's just, it does end up veiling a lot of the rest of the frequency response. So going into the mids, they feel a little bit held back. They're a little subdued, but just enough oomph and energy to kind of cut through. Not much though. They still feel behind the bass. They feel slightly veiled, clouded by the bass. And then going into the treble, treble does not extend very much. It does not have the sparkle, the shimmer. That is not there. Just enough to give it a little bit of definement and help a little bit of the clarity, but not by much. So overall, it does come off as slightly muffled and lacking definition. Not much to say other than that. Basically, lots of focus on the bass, sub bass very rumbly, mid bass kind of soft. Overall sound signature is not very assertive, not very concise, but it is very smooth and a very laid back presentation. As for the techs, it's not really a techie set. Overall, techs feel below average. Every aspect of the techs, because timbre, it's not quite there. It does sound a little bit too dark, a little bit too hazy, especially with vocals. Sometimes vocals just don't have that definement. Again, you just get a lot of the body, not much of the sharper outer edge. Details are very soft, and stage feels pretty small compared to the average set, even at this price point. But overall, like I mentioned, it is still a very fun and engaging set. Like, you can just sit there and have the smooth, velvety sound presentation just envelop you. It's very enjoyable. It is one of my guilty pleasure sets now. It's very fun. Anything that has some good bass and you just want to enjoy it and have a laid back, mellow listen, it's great when you're not critically listening. So if you're out and about, out on a walk or whatever, on a commute, and you just want something that's got good bass and it's fun and you get your music, Celest Wyvern Abyss. is your set. This is now going to be my beater set for when I'm out and about. This is going to go in my bag and stay there because it's beautiful. I love the faceplate, and yes, I am giving it lots of props on the faceplate because it's a very nice one. As far as comparisons go, we're going to compare this guy to the Hola because why not? So Truthear Hola, $20. Abyss is $30. Overall value wise, it hands down goes to the Hola. It has 2 sets of ear tips, nice little pouch, the great cable, and then the build on the shell itself is really great. Like honestly, Truthear Hola overall as a package was great. Like I don't know why they discontinued it. They should have just maybe refreshed it, like new faceplate, add $5, new waifu, boom, Hola 2. I don't know why they decided to go with the gate, but anyways, so comparing this to the Truthear Hola, overall Hola just comes off as cleaner. Bass is better controlled, not as much, not as visceral. Treble extension is a lot better. It will be a little bit more sibilant. Not saying that it is sibilant, just it will have more energy there. Abyss overall was a much more fun listen to me. Just the bass was more fun, more engaging. It wasn't, you know, concerned with being polite and clean or whatever. Nah, it just gave you that bass. Also, just like the faceplate, Abyss, gorgeous. Hola does not even come close. Hola is not even close to the magnificence that is the Abyss faceplate. So Hola, more balanced, better extended, and more clarity. And then Abyss, more visceral bass, more fun, overall slightly dull. So that brings me to the rec rating. Rec rating is an easy 2 for me. Maybe wait for it to be on sale, or if you have a coupon or something or find it used. It's not something that I recommend you go out and buy right away. Put it on your list, keep an eye out for it. Weak points are, I mean, the sound, it's not going to be for everybody. It's not tuned the best, whatever that means to you. Okay, graph sniffer. If it's something that you would enjoy, sound is good, build is good, accessories are low, and like I mentioned, you might need some newer tips. But other than that, that's it, guys. Celest Wyvern Abyss. Make sure that if you enjoyed the content, consider liking or subscribing to the channel. For every like, I will give Sonny a treat. Not all at once, he'd probably die. I am Awesome Danny. Until next time, you stay awesome, friends. Bye.